In 1999, an Indian software company became the first from Asia to list on NASDAQ. Its share price hit 8,100 rupees. Its founders became billionaires overnight. But just 18 years earlier, this company started with $250 borrowed from a wife's savings in the front room of a small apartment in Pune. This is the Infosys story. The year is 1981. 7 engineers sitting around a table in Pune. All of them had just quit their jobs at Pune Computer Systems. Their leader, N.R. Narayan Murthy. Quiet, disciplined, obsessed with ethics. He had one vision: to build a globally respected Indian software company. His wife Sudha Murthy handed him 10,000 rupees from her savings. That was the entire starting capital. The registered office, N.S. Raghavan's home. The first office, the front room of Murthy's apartment. The company's name, Infosys Consultants Private Limited. Founded on July 2nd, 1981. The early years were brutal. Getting clients abroad from India in 1981 was almost impossible. No internet, no startup ecosystem, no venture capital. Just 7 engineers cold calling American companies. In 1983, they relocated to Bangalore, a city that nobody called Silicon Valley yet. In 1989, their joint venture with an American partner collapsed. One of the 7 founders, Ashok Arora, quit. The others wanted to leave too. That was when Murthy said, "If you all want to leave, you can. But I am going to stick with it and make it." They stayed, and Infosys survived its first crisis. In February 1993, Infosys goes public. IPO price, 95 rupees per share. But here is where it gets interesting. The IPO was undersubscribed. Nobody wanted it. American investment bank Morgan Stanley had to step in, buying a 13% stake just to stabilize the offering. On listing day, June 14, 1993, the stock opened at 145 rupees, a 52% premium on day one. Those who ignored the IPO were already regretting it. Through the mid-1990s, Infosys grows quietly and steadily. Revenue doubles, then doubles again. In 1999, the moment that changes everything. Infosys becomes the first Indian IT company to list on NASDAQ. 20,70,000 American depository shares issued at $34 each. The share price surges to 8,100 rupees on Indian exchanges. Infosys crosses $100 million in revenue. Narayan Murthy and his co-founders are now billionaires. The world is finally paying attention to Indian software. Then, the dot-com bubble bursts. The year 2000. Tech stocks collapse globally. Infosys falls hard. But Murthy does something unusual. He doesn't panic. He doesn't lay off thousands of employees. He holds the course. And when the world economy recovers, Infosys is perfectly positioned. By 2007, the stock hits 580 rupees. The patient investors who held through the crash are richly rewarded. 2011, a new challenge. Revenue growth slows. Competitors like TCS and Wipro pull ahead. In 2014, Infosys appoints Vishal Sikka, the first outsider ever to lead the company. Sikka brings fresh energy, launches a massive AI and automation push. But in 2017, Sikka resigns. The stock drops 10% in a single day. January 2018, Salil Parekh takes over as CEO. Quietly, without drama, just results. Digital services, cloud, AI, automation. By 2021, revenue crosses $14 billion. In December 2024, Infosys reaches its all-time high, 2006 rupees per share. Today, Infosys operates in over 50 countries. Revenue approximately $18.7 billion in 2024. Current share price around 1,369 rupees. 10,000 rupees invested at the 1993 IPO, worth approximately 1.8 crore rupees today. So what does this history tell us as investors? Three things. First, Infosys was built on ethics from day one. That culture survived every leadership crisis. Second, the dot-com crash of 2000 was the single best buying opportunity in Infosys history. Third, Infosys is no longer an outsourcing company. Digital, cloud, AI. Wherever global technology spending goes, Infosys is already there. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research before investing. But the 43-year story of Infosys is the story of how 7 engineers with $250 built one of the most respected technology companies on the planet. Subscribe to the Stock File. Every week, we open the file on another stock, from IPO to today. Next up, TCS, the Tata story, coming this week.